All right, let's talk about something that drives pretty much every single vacation rental host completely crazy. That endless, nonstop stream of the same old guest questions. I mean, if you're a host, you are probably nodding your head so hard right now. You know that feeling, right? Your phone buzzes, and before you even look, you just know it's about the Wi-Fi password for the 10th time this month. And this is the absolute nightmare scenario. That little buzz on your nightstand that just jolts you out of a dead sleep. Your guest is panicked, you're groggy and trying to remember the code. And honestly, this one moment, it captures the entire problem perfectly. Yeah, that 2 a.m. text. That's exactly what we're going to dig into first, because the real cost of these constant interruptions, believe me, it's a whole lot more than just a little bit of lost sleep. You know what's so wild about all of this? None of it is a surprise. As a host, you know these questions are coming. They're not some crazy emergency, they're totally routine. But every single one demands your personal attention right now, chipping away at your day and at your night. And here's the real kicker. That dream of passive income, it pretty quickly turns into a 24/7 on-call job. You end up being the one answering messages about the TV remote while you're supposed to be on your own vacation. You're chained to your phone. The real price you're paying here is your freedom. But look, this isn't just about being frustrated or tired. This stuff creates a very real business problem, one that can actually put a hard ceiling on how much you can grow. Yeah, just let that number sink in for a second. $3,000. When you actually do the math, spending just 15 hours a week on these messages, which, let's be honest, is totally realistic if you have a few properties, adds up to $3,000 of your time. Every month. Suddenly, those quick questions feel a lot more expensive, don't they? And this chart just spells it out perfectly. This is the opportunity cost. All that time you see in that repetitious tasks bar is time you are not spending on finding new properties, on marketing, on making your business better. You're just stuck in maintenance mode. And this slide, well, it lays out the brutal truth of trying to scale manually. More properties simply means more messages. And eventually, you become the bottleneck. It's just simple math. Burnout isn't just a possibility, it's practically guaranteed. But you look at the other side, with automation, you can finally grow without going completely insane. Okay, so enough with the stress and the burnout talk. Let's get to the good stuff. Let's talk about the solution, a way to handle all this chaos and, actually reclaim your life.
So, meet your new best friend, an AI concierge. Now, this is not some generic, clumsy chatbot. This is an AI assistant that you train specifically on your property, your rules, your quirks, your favorite local coffee shop. It knows your place just as well as you do, and it never, ever needs to sleep.
And the promise here is really simple, but it's also incredibly powerful. Of course you're going to save hours every week, but it's also about giving your guests a 5-star experience with instant answers. And we all know how that chain reaction works. Happy guests lead to amazing reviews, and amazing reviews lead to more bookings. And the most important part? You get your personal time back. Okay, so I know what you might be thinking. AI concierge sounds kind of fancy, maybe a little complicated to set up. So how hard is it to actually get this thing up and running? Let's take a look. And the answer is, it is ridiculously simple. It's just 3 steps. 1, you feed it all your property info. 2, you pop in the guest's reservation details. And 3, you send them a link. That is it. You can literally have your property automated and ready to go in less than 10 minutes. So, how does this whole thing work so seamlessly? Let's zoom in on a couple of the key features, and we have to start with the one that's non-negotiable for every host out there: security. This is so important. The whole system is built with privacy at its core. The special link you send a guest, it only works during their stay. Once they check out, the link expires. It's done. Plus, all your property data is kept separate, so a guest from one rental can never, ever see information about another one. All right, this next feature is just as crucial, because it's all about the guest experience. It's about removing any and all friction. I mean, think about it from your guest's point of view. They're tired from traveling. The absolute last thing they want is to download another app or create another username and password. With this, they just click a link and start typing. It works on any phone, any web browser. That simplicity means they'll actually use it, which is, the whole point. Okay, let's bring it all home and talk about the bottom line. What's the real return on investment here? Not just in dollars, but the ROI of getting your time and your peace of mind back. Hey, remember that $3,000 figure we talked about earlier? The value of all that time you're losing? Okay, keep that number in your head and now look at this one, 39 bucks a month. The return on investment here isn't just good, it is absolutely astronomical. And that's exactly it. You have to stop thinking of this as just another monthly bill. It is an investment. It's an investment in efficiency, in your five-star reputation, and frankly, in your own sanity. It's a tool that pays for itself almost immediately. And here's the final piece of the puzzle you need to consider. The market is already moving this way. Instant response time is quickly becoming the new standard that guests expect. Your competitors are already using tools just like this to get better reviews and win more bookings. Which really leaves us with this one last big question. In a world where guests expect answers right now, responding manually isn't just inefficient anymore, it's a major competitive disadvantage. So the question isn't whether you should use AI, it's whether you can really afford not to.